Real talk, real people, relevant conversations. The I Am Qiana Scales podcast is dedicated to real conversations about issues, emotions, and experiences that affects the lives of everyday people. Welcome to the I Am Qiana Scales podcast, proudly sponsored by the Closet Experience Boutique. Shop online at theclosetexperience.com and enjoy 10% off with code PODCAST. That's PODCAST, theclosetexperience.com. What's in your closet? Visionaries in the music industry are the catalyst for change, paving new pathways and amplifying voices that often go unheard. They are uniquely able to see beyond the current landscape, identifying gaps and opportunities to foster innovation and recognition for artists and creators alike. This journey isn't without its challenges. Navigating an ever-evolving industry filled with competition, shifting trends, and entrenched norms requires immense resilience and creativity. Each year, these trailblazers step forward, driven by a deep passion for music and a commitment to uplift others. They create platforms and advocate for diversity and challenge the status quo, ensuring that diverse talents receive the acknowledgement they deserve. Today's guest is a shining example of this spirit, having carved out a distinct lane for artists to thrive and to be celebrated. Hello everyone, I'm Qiana Scales and welcome to another exciting episode of the Dream Chaser series. Today we have a truly inspiring guest who has not only transformed the landscape of the music industry, but has fostered a vibrant community of artists and creators. Let me introduce you to Cormat Matthews, the visionary founder and CEO of the National Industry of Music Awards, better known as NIMA. Corey's journey began in the heart of Nashville, where he recognized the immense talent and potential of the local music scene. In 2004, he launched NIMA with a mission to uplift and celebrate the diverse voices of Middle Tennessee's music community. In 2007, NIMA held its first awards gala, originally named the Inaugural Nashville Independent Music Awards. From hosting open mic nights to creating a platform that honors artists across genres from rap and R&B to country and jazz, Corey has continually pushed the boundaries of what NIMA can achieve. After weathering the storm of the pandemic, he revitalized the awards in 2004, expanding its reach nationwide, cementing its place as a cornerstone of the music industry. Corey's passion for music and commitment to collaboration have created a legacy that not only recognizes talent, but also supports the very fabric of the music community. Join me in welcoming the man behind the incredible movement, Cormat Matthews.
Yeah. What's going on?
Hey, welcome to the I Am Qiana Scales podcast. What you been up to?
Chilling, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for gracing me with your presence. I know you a busy man doing NIMA season.
It's tight.
Yes, I know. Glad to have you. So we gonna dive right on into this thing. You ready?
Let's do it.
So, as we dive into your story, can you recount the earliest memory that sparked your imagination that set you on your path as a dreamer?
Oh man. I come from a very diverse background.
Okay.
And, this is going to sound weird, but I never felt like that I was like put here to be regular.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, like I just stopped at the store and got this drink. Somebody had to ring it up. I just didn't want to be the one doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, from that standpoint, I just always wanted to strive, for better. You know what I'm saying? Like I never wanted, like I don't believe in the American dream, because I watched my grandmama work until she couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Until she was getting rides, she couldn't even drive. She had to get rides to work because she still had to work. And I'm just like, that cannot be me. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, look here, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, even the way I teach my son, he about to graduate from college in December.
Oh, wow. Already?
But wow. It's crazy, ain't it? But I don't teach him the job is the backup plan. Even with him, I told him one summer, probably like 2 years ago, I said, you got one job this summer. Go out and make some money legally without punching a clock. I don't care if you babysit, cut grass, whatever. He started still selling shoes. And then after that, he started a clothing business. He been rocking, you know what I'm saying? Because I just don't believe in, working is cool, but you only gonna make what they pay you, and you get 3 weeks off if you've been there. And out of 52 weeks, these people give you 3 weeks off.
And not to mention they gonna trip about approving
when you take
right. Thank you. What you see.
Depending on where you work, you might even have to ask to go to the bathroom. It's just it's a lot that I just never thought I was put here to do. So that's when I first started me. Like I never thought, that this whole American dream, get a job, go to school, work these 75 and die stuff, and it just wasn't for me. So I just tried another route. Now don't get me wrong, the flip side to that is it's a tough route to go.
Yes.
Because when it don't work, it's tough. It's not for everybody.
Oh, I tell people that all the time because you don't work, you don't eat. At least going to a job, you might have 1 or 2 days you could slack off. You still gonna get that paycheck, right?
Yeah. When you're doing it for yourself. It's a 7-day thing.
Yep.
Ain't no days off. Ain't no, you got to really be out here trying to get to it.
Yep.
Because if you're not, it's going some hard times. You do it long enough, the hard times are coming.
Oh,
so
yes.
that's to answer your question. Way back when.
Way back when. So what inspired you to create NIMA, and what were some of the biggest challenges you faced in those early days?
Oh, God. Still got challenges. But I just felt like at the time we needed something for us. Because the original name, like you said, was the Nashville Independent Music Awards. And I just felt like, hey, we needed something that was just for us, because a lot of people work real hard and just got nothing out of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, you do it for the culture, but you can only do it for the culture for so long. You look up, you got bill, real life kick in quick. I mean, it happened to me. I was proud of me having a kid. I green light anything. I literally green lighted this show and had a flyer and had it up online in 28 hours, like literally 28 hours after I said, you know what, I should start an award show.
Oh, wow.
Because to me, once you put it out into the air, it's got to go down.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But back then I would and now I'm the total opposite. I overthink everything. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, man, should we do it? I do all this research and go out think about the pros and cons, but back then, it was nothing for me to say, hey man, we doing this. And it's just go. I just felt like, but to answer your question, we needed something directly for the Nashville community, because we started off this show, it was only rap.
And that's what's going to ask you, because it started off as only rap, is that because you were a rapper yourself?
Yeah, I don't even call myself, I'm a recording artist.
Recording artist,
yeah.
Okay.
But we're in the rap genre, so I ain't ashamed to say I'm a rapper. But that was all I knew at the time. You gotta understand, I started this award show after I left TSU. I marched in the band, met all these cool people, all these very musical geniuses. And even in the dorm, I was like, I'm gonna start a record label. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So it was just a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I just I just wanted to make sure that we had something directly for us and it wasn't for nobody else. And, and that's what I came up with quick, out of nowhere.
That's because you're a visionary. So what does the term dream chaser signify for you?
A dream chaser, word to Meek Mill. A dream chaser is, is somebody who is never going to let it go. They're going to go after it and go after it and go after it, no matter how much life going life, because you live long enough, it's life going life. Matter of fact, speaking of lifing, somebody stole my car this morning. That's why I was late getting here.
Oh my goodness, Corey.
I got it back. If you live long enough, you gonna have problems. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't the problems you have. I just told my son that how you deal with them. Yeah. So, I forgot the question already, but
what does the term dream chaser signify for you?
Yeah. It's just somebody who got a vision, they got a dream, and they gonna go get it. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what happened or what comes down their way, ain't no plan B. It's gonna be this or we gonna be poor. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing else to it. It's just we gotta keep going. We gotta keep getting it, and we gotta keep trying. You ain't gotta keep beating the same horse and trying the same thing over again. There's other ways to get to the dream, but you gotta keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. When you really are a dream chaser, you know what I'm saying? If you really out here with a passion for something and trying to get to it, you got to get to it.
Yep, you got to stay the course is what I tell people all the time.
Absolutely.
So, who are some of your musical influences and how have they shaped your approach to the industry?
As in, like, a recording
Of
artist?
course,
Oh, man. I'm a UGK fan.
Okay, come on. Pocket full of stones.
You know where I come from. I come from the A-Ball and MJG era, the Scarfaces.
Oh, they gonna be here this weekend.
You know, but at the same time, I still like Nas. I like Snoop Dogg, you know. You know, I like Jay-Z music. I like, but it's not just all rappers, you know what I'm saying? Right. I like a little bit of everything. I grew up on soul, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in houses. Speaking, I was talking about my grandmother. Speaking of my grandma was real life movie stuff. I almost cussed. You know, where you at a party and somebody's literally playing 70 soul records in the house party. I grew up like that. Oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? So I like a lot of the soul records, you know, from all the Motowns, you know, your Stax records, your Motowns, your a little bit of everything. But I like rock music too. You know, Prince is like one of my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe when this dude died. You know
I know it took everybody about like, wow, Prince. You know, some people we think they just gonna live forever, and we know the cycle of life is death. But some people you just get shocked by, like the recent death of
Tito Jackson.
Well, yeah, but now that one shocked me because you know he just wasn't on my radar. But Frankie Beverly,
yeah, man, that hurt.
Yeah,
Frankie Beverly.
Like I said, I grew up. My family was mostly blues on my mama's side. They liked a lot of blues and Johnny Taylor and all of them. So I'm kind of like a blues girl. Hey, but yeah,
I like me some good blues and blues bars. Hey, don't sleep on them.
What you said?
Young people, y'all don't go because y'all gonna mess it up.
Yeah, don't mess it up. But baby, I love me a good blues with that live band. Courtney, you just gonna have me ready to go out. Look, what's open tonight? You gonna have me down at the bar where the Honda cars be. What?
Real.
Yes. So you initially focused on rap and R&B in the beginning.
Rap only.
Rap only. Yeah. And then you went into R&B. So what made you expand the categories with NIMA?
Okay, I never wanted to just do rap. I just went with what I knew the best starting out.
Okay.
Because, you know, and when you do a show like this, you know, you always think 20 years later you're going to be still doing it. But at the same time, you don't know. So, you know, I went with what I knew. And then we did rap for 2 years. And then I added R&B, like I think in year 3. Yeah, okay. It was year 3. And then after that, I said, we got to eventually keep adding stuff. You know, and then I added rock. And then I added country. You know, and the jazz community was upset because they wasn't included. I was getting emails like, how are we not in this?
And how do you deal with that when people are coming to you like it's, you know, you're the visionary, but you get all these outside voices? How do you deal with it?
It's tough. It's tough staying professional from where I come from because everybody's entitled. Everybody who think they ever put a record out thinks that they should get a Grammy for it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right about that.
That'd be like you know. I love this podcast, but at the same time, it's not to the point where you should be getting awards yet. I mean like national awards. No, what I'm saying is, like, for example, I won't even use you.
No.
When Carisha got her award, the people who been podcasting was pissed.
Yeah.
Because she had just started. You know what I'm saying? They look at it like that. So, and it's the same thing, you know, when you're dealing with a local level, everybody thinks that every single thing they do is the greatest thing you ever heard in your life. And I tell people all the time, like on my award show, the hardest thing is getting nominated. Winning is easy. So you're just competing with the other people in the category. To get nominated, everybody do what you do. So if we only taking 5 to 8 people early on per category, how many rappers you know? So for best hip hop solo artist male, if we only taking 5 of them, getting nominated is the monster.
Oh, wow.
Winning is easy. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get more votes than everybody else. But getting nominated is hard because we don't let the public nominate.
I was just going to ask you, how does that nomination process actually work?
All right. I'll give it to you fast as I can give it to you. We have an association called the NIMA Association. And in this NIMA Association, every genre of music has their own council. So, for example, we got the Country Music Council.
Okay.
Well, if you're not in country music, you can't be on the Country Music Council. Well, the Country Music Council, I can't even vote for Country Music Council. And this is my damn show. So the Country Music Council was responsible for everything country. So they turn in a country ballot. You know, the Jazz Music Council, and you got I changed it. It was the Urban Music Council, but when we brought the show back this time, I changed it to Black So you got the Black Music Council, I'm gonna say it again, Black Music Council, the Rock Music Council, Jazz Music. You know, everybody got their own thing, and if you don't do music in that genre, then you don't have a say so on what goes on their ballot, and they turn in a ballot, and then. Of course, the only thing, like me being the president of the NIMA Association, the only thing I'm over when it comes to the ballot is like the general categories, like best video. Everybody turn in videos.
Okay.
You know, but say you get 17 videos, you get so much, you know, it's ridiculous actually. Say you get 15 videos from jazz, which they don't do a lot of videos. So say the rock people turn in 10 videos and the country people turn in 5. You can't nominate everybody.
Right.
So we just kind of have a directors meeting and just kind of look, man, we can't pick but X amount of these, you know, and we just try to go through them because the video is literally, it's not, I watch them with the sound down. It ain't about the music. It's about the art.
About the art, just so it's about the art when it comes to the video.
Yeah, okay. So you just, you know, so that's basically how it works. We got councils, you know, we got directors of councils and they all genre based. And if you don't do that type of music, you're not, because that happens too.
Because I can't put out just if I decide today I want to put out a country album, but I sing jazz, that's what you said. That's not.
Well, if you put a country album out,
I can still
get in nominated.
Okay, so I can get nominated.
It's not. Okay. We're not like Beyonce put the country album.
You see where I was going with this?
Seen it.
You saw it. Look.
I don't know.
What you think about that? Like,
I just feel like she had one of the biggest records in country. Period. For a lot of weeks on that chart, and I don't know how let me put the disclaimer in there. With the Oscars, they don't care how many people watched it. It could be a movie that they just liked it.
Yes, it's not.
They just thought the film was great, and it could get nominated. We never even seen it. Nobody even heard of it or nothing. But I don't think country CMA's on that. I think them charts got something to do with it too. You know what I'm saying? I understand where they coming from, but if you put a country album out and it's one of the biggest country records of the year, I don't know how you cannot get nominated for a country award. But again, hey, it's not my show though.
Yeah, it's not your show.
I'm a member of the Recording Academy, but I'm not in the CMAs. You know what I'm saying? I have no voice over there. But I would have nominated her based on just how big the records were. You know, now I don't know if they listened to it because all the records on the album wasn't country, but the majority of it was.
And that's what I was just going to say. I was going to say, so what if it's not all country? You know, like you can put an album out and, you know, she switched it up. She gave us some Beyonce flag, you know, traditional Beyonce.
They probably got rules in place where a percentage of the album has to be this. You know what I'm saying? It's probably like that. And she probably knew that. Yeah. That album was made to win all the awards. I don't care what nobody say.
And I would think that.
The Cowboy Carter album was made to win Album of the Year at the Grammys. It wasn't even made for the CMAs, to be honest with you. I don't care what they say. They can't convince me. And especially when she keep getting snubbed. She's never won that award, which I don't know how, but she hasn't. You know?
Look, you got me over here going, you got some good valid points. Now let's talk about the evolution of NIMA. How has NIMA evolved since its inception, and what significant milestones stand out to you?
Okay. NIMA 1, Cool Daddy Fresh, cussed out everybody.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Got on stage and talked bad to everybody. It wasn't we didn't have a dress code. It was hip hop. It was 100% get in with, you know, you didn't have to put on no clothes. You know, it was a.
What did cuss the people out for now?
He wouldn't cuss the crowd out. He was talking to the other rappers in town. Okay. But it's just the point, you know. But you're asking, you know, how we came from. We went from that to the last in-person show we did. You know, the chick who won all the awards just almost won The Voice. Came in second place. So
that's what I'm talking about.
We have really came, you know, a long way. And if somebody want to get up at the show next Sunday and cuss everybody out, please don't.
Please don't.
I'm not gonna turn your mic off either. You know
we gonna keep it cute and classy.
Yeah. But we have went from no dress code, small music venues into hotels. You know what I'm saying? We came a long way, you know.
Oh wow.
Came a long way.
And that's your baby to see it grow. I know you're excited.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You know. I just, you know, it has its challenges, don't get me wrong. But everything has challenges. You know
you
know. So get your tickets now at www.nimanation.com.
That's right.
NIMANation.com. Tickets are available right now. We only got 3 VIP tables left. General admission tickets are there. Please go get them. We need all the support we can get. Because until we get Coca-Cola, Seagram's, you know, type of sponsorships, then ticket sales are crucial. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know,
I'm gonna say this. We talk about this on this platform all the time, on the Qiana Scales platform. We talk about, please support local. Please. And I always tell people, even if you can't make it, if you can make a donation or buy a ticket for somebody that can make it, I always push that. Nashville, we got to stop being so cliquish. We got to get out there. We have to support our own.
Okay, well, you ain't going to like this one.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm from Nashville. Davidson County, born and raised, Parkwood, all that.
Come on, Parkwood.
You already know what it is.
You know we Parkwood raised.
But the word local in our town means not good. So you have to transition it into independent.
Ooh, okay.
When you say local, people automatically be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? It just turn everybody off. You know what I'm saying? At least that's my experience. I'm not saying that's yours, but my experience is, as soon as you put it could be the greatest record you ever heard. You could be vibing to it. Man, who is this? Yeah, that's such and such, man. He local. Whew, change your whole mindset of a Nashvilleian. And they be like, all of a sudden, oh, okay, yeah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that's about. But when you go with the word local in Nashville, the stigma amongst the regular consumer buying public, I almost cussed again. They don't like it. I had to move away from it. I had to move away from local. No, I ain't gonna do it because I don't want you to have to cut nothing out. But I had to move away from that word because it just means not good in Nashville.
Oh wow!
Think about it.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
It means amateur in Nashville, you know, which is crazy because I know so many professionals, they don't get paid, but they are real professionals. They really do this stuff on a high level, and they ain't getting paid what they deserve to be getting paid. They should be millionaires, but you know, like, it got to be in the cards for you.
Yes, most definitely.
The stars got to line up, and divine intervention. It's real. This has to happen. If you don't care how, I know some people, man, you wouldn't believe. It was a chick that performed at our last show that we had in person. She's a jazz singer. When I tell you, this girl voice, and she's gonna kill me because I can't think of her name, but it just got quiet in the room. Oh. You know what I'm saying? This chick sound like an angel up there singing, but she probably, you know, she a jazz singer, but she got a great voice. But we all know this thing is bigger than talent. Because if that's the case, everybody on The Voice sing better than half the people we know.
Right.
So it's not even about how well you actually sing anymore. It's
that's
more.
What I always said. It's not about, it's something, the artistry some kind of way has slipped away, and it's, at one point it became about the looks. How can you sell? What can you sell? And I didn't quite understand that, because I think it should go back to being the artistry and not what somebody looks like. Because you can develop somebody into the look. You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, it's no longer a talent show. It's a popularity contest.
Yeah.
That's just
most definitely. It's a numbers game, too. I always tell people it's a numbers game.
Yeah.
Because now people are just coming up because they sung on Facebook and they got 1 million or whatever follow, and people are like, oh, put them on. And it's like,
popularity drives numbers.
Yep.
You know, so I don't know if we ever can get back to it just being talent.
I was just going to ask you that. You think we'll ever get back to pure talent?
I don't know.
I really want us to. I really do. Because like you said, it's a lot of great singers.
I think the issue with it is music is so disposable now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. For example, if I just went back to being a full-time recording artist, not living on the road, I'm not coming off the road to spend 6 months making Thriller or 2 years to make Thriller. Because just so I can turn around and let you stream it, and I didn't even know you can divide a penny up until I done the research. And I'm getting 0.0003 per of a penny per stream. I'm not coming off the road and making a masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? Because just to give the album away for free. So I think that hurts it more than anything, because people, they go in, make a song. Rappers today don't even write nothing down. And it sound like it, FYI.
I was just going to say.
They don't even write it down. They go in, say their stuff, and get out. And I can't knock them.
It, not me.
I can't knock them, man, because ain't no money sitting in no studio like it used to be. Because think, records used to cost. Used to have to me, going platinum now don't mean the same as going platinum in 99.
Right.
You used to have to convince 1 million people to walk in the store and buy that record.
Yep.
You have to convince them not to eat their sandwich or whatever it is, and take and they wasn't. Hey, CDs was $15 first day.
They don't
They
know
were
nothing about
$13.99 plus tax, 15, 14 or something like that.
What about them days we had to go to Cats Music, Towers? What was on Charlotte?
New Life.
New Life. Look, I forgot.
Shout
I
out
was
to
gonna say,
Lee.
yes. What up, Lee?
And
I'm
see
like,
Wiz.
I forgot. Yes. Yeah, it made me go all the way back. What they know about going into the store?
I miss retail.
Mm-hmm.
I say it all the time. I used to love just walking in the store, looking at all the songs. You know, I really miss the mixtape era,
yes.
But I don't miss the free mixtape era. I miss the paid mixtape era. I don't miss the mixtape era with everybody just giving away CDs like Jeezy did with and it worked. Don't get me wrong, but I don't miss when people didn't want to buy mixtapes. But I miss going in the stores, man, and listening. Like for example, I go in like Platinum Bound. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Infamous and Brent and all them boys. And I would go in there. And they had a vinyl room, you know what I'm saying? You can just go in there and just listen to whatever, and they playing music, and there's 9,000 mixtapes just came out, you know, and you got the new releases came out on Friday. It was supposed to be released to Tuesday, but they would get them in Thursday, Friday. You go in, it was a whole thing to do. I could literally go to like 2 or 3 record stores and tie up my whole afternoon. You know, it's just now.
Just pull out your phone, pull out your device, and just see what's out there streaming.
Yeah. And the records don't mean the same to me. They don't, because again, even if I was a full-time recording artist, I'm not spending 2 years in the studio, you know, making What's Going On by Marvin Gaye, trying to make a classic that I can't sell. I'm gonna go in there and cut these records and get back on this road. You know, I
call a lot of this stuff some bubblegum rap sometimes. I'm like, it's got a nice beat, but it just be like, what are you really saying?
I can't knock them. People buying.
I mean, I'm with you.
It's keeping people eating. I hate that the records ain't good, but I understand it. Yeah. I understand it all the way around.
The way that you just broke it down now, I understand it.
I get it.
I'm about thinking about getting in the studio. You got a studio, I can come record some stuff.
Might as well. I mean, because if you get popular enough, Kim Kardashian put a record out tomorrow, people gonna listen to it.
Most definitely.
You know, the blog's gonna talk about it, people gonna listen to it, the numbers gonna run up, and the record could be terrible. But people still, it don't matter.
Nope.
And you get, now it matters when people push play, whether they like it or not. For me to push play in 1995, I had to go buy it to push play.
Right.
Or sit around and listen to it on the radio like in the late 80s or something like that. So it's...
Oh, let's go back and talk about that sound. You couldn't wait till your song came on. And you had you sitting around waiting. Them young folks don't know about that sitting around waiting. Be like, when they gonna play it again? Man, come on, play my song. Now you remember the box? We had, they don't know nothing about that, Cormat.
Yeah, I remember the box.
Baby, the box, you couldn't wait for that song to come on.
The box, Rap City used to come on after school. Rap
City, Tigger, man.
Joe Claire.
Oh,
Chris
go way
Thomas,
back.
Tigger.
Wait a minute, you went way back.
Big
Chris Thomas, the mayor Chris Thomas.
This. I really was watching.
Yes.
Yeah.
You let me go, wait, you went way back, the mayor Chris Thomas. Yeah. Come on now. I know a little something too, baby.
Rap City was a whole movie. You know, and that's back when young people had rap in a chokehold, you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. Like, I have a major issue with the ageism in the rap genre, a major one. Because they're not allowing us to grow up the way they let... The Rolling Stones are like 80 years old. Mick Jagger like pushing 80 and probably could go on an arena tour tomorrow.
Right.
But people is... You reach a certain age and they think that we are still, and don't get me wrong, hip hop is the youngest genre out, even at 51 years old or whatever. What, 51? Yeah.
We're 51 because the last year was 50.
It's like, we have to be able to grow this thing, and in order to do it, you got to let people, they always say hip hop is a young man's game, or the rap genre rather. And I'm just like, how? Because a person that was in 12th grade in 88 is damn near 60. But what they supposed to listen to now? And the thing is, even if they still want to listen to rap, they don't want to hear what NBA Youngboy got to say. And he like 22. So what are they supposed to do? Only listen to old rap music that was out when they was 18? Or can the people in their age group make age appropriate music that they can go listen to it? You know what I'm saying? Like contemporary hip hop or AC hip hop stations. We need them. You know, and it can't just be for classics. You know, a lot of the urban contemporary stations that play older hip hop, they don't play nothing new. You know what I'm saying? They
Oh,
don't,
yeah.
and it need to be like a lane. Like LL Cool J finna drop a brand new album at 52 years old. How was he? 54? 54, I think.
I know he's in his
I don't know.
50s,
Yeah,
I don't
but
know his exact age.
and I can't wait to hear it. Not because I'm trying to be a dinosaur, but the way I look at it is, if you still think hip hop is a young person's sport, you are a dinosaur, and you're living in the days when they only played rap after 6 when kids got home. When they didn't play rap between 3 and 5 when grown people, quote unquote, was driving home because they didn't want to hear it, and only young people listened to it. Now 60-some-year-old people grew up on rap, and what the hell are they supposed to listen to if they don't want to listen to all a little bit? It's one thing you in the club and they play a brand new rap from a kid that's 22 years old. That's one thing. But what is a 60-year-old hip hopper supposed to listen to when they working out, or when they cutting their grass, or whatever, or when they driving around their car? We don't want to just listen to people that age. Don't always just, you listen to podcasts too. But if I want to hear a brand new record at 65 years old from a rapper, I shouldn't have to just listen. I shouldn't have to just pull out my old A-Ball and MJG.
Right.
I should be able to listen to whatever's new. But the way these dinosaurs got this trying to hold us back, like they think that people in that age group only want to, they should just stop listening to rap, just get in a record, just get in a wheelchair. And that's just not the case. I don't look at it like that.
I don't either.
So it's a lot.
I don't put it in a box as far as age.
Ageism in the rap genre is a real thing.
Oh, yes.
You too old. I see memes all the time. You too old to be doing that down the 30. You too old to be a recording artist?
Now,
make it make sense.
I was going to say that the last time I saw a conversation on that, it was very interesting. They were talking about somebody just now starting. So what is your thoughts on that? Because I was kind of like, well, it doesn't matter if they're talented. I kind of was like, you can start a new career at any age.
Check this out. If a 65-year-old hip hopper turns on a record and he can party to it that a 19-year-old made, why can't he turn on a record that somebody that's 57 made?
Right.
And he like it. The only thing I have against you jumping in the game like that is that I hate to go back to the word. You can't be a dinosaur. You can't sound dated. You can't get up there and to death like it's 1981. You have to stay current with the times, or you will sound like you are a fossil out here. But if you're keeping up with it, like LL Cool J does a great job. Nobody does it better than Fat Joe. Fat Joe can make a record for the older people and that young people like. That's the toughest thing to do. You're trying to make a record that a 14-year-old likes and a 61-year-old likes. And it's tough. But nobody, to me, Snoop too. Snoop and Fat Joe are really good at doing it, but everybody can't. But you don't have to, especially with the internet era. If you only want to make records for people that are of a certain age, you can target markets. So I feel like if you can do it, why not do it? Especially when you work in some crummy ass job. You might as well go ahead and do it, because if you mess around and get one record popping, it could be life-changing. Because it is people out here that are D-list celebrities that made more money for walkthroughs this week than you gonna make in 3 months on your job.
What you said.
And that's real talk. So to tell somebody that they need to just keep doing this American dream, man, and not chase their own dreams because of age is crazy. Now again, if this was 1995, you have a valid point. 1991, because hip hop wasn't at that point. 65-year-olds in 1991 were listening to rap. But let a person who wants to still listen to rap not have to dust off the Run DMC. If they want to hear something new, they should be able to go and find it without people saying you too old. Age appropriate rap. That's the way I look at it. Grown man gangster rap. Like Rick Ross made grown man gangster rap. Regardless of what you feel about his name and all his background, all that, he ain't making records for 14-year-olds.
Nope.
They might listen to it, but it wasn't. When he go in there, it wasn't for them.
Right.
It was for us. You know what I'm saying? So,
So how does your organization foster collaboration amongst musicians and industry professionals? How do you merge them together?
Oh, man. In this particular situation, because considering we are an independent award show, it's not the easiest thing to do. But as long as you got a lot of like-minded individuals, like for example, I feel like our community in terms of our music community in Nashville has come a long way, because we used to all just be in competition.
Right.
Everybody, hey man, look, it used to be everybody wanted to be the first. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, look, man, he ain't with us. you know, but I feel like networking has come a long way. It's more people collaborating now than ever. So it's not as hard as it once was. But like, for example, next Thursday, we got a meet and greet. It's going to be people in there from all walks of life. You know, whether you do rock music or whatever walk of life of music you come from, it's so many people, you know, shake a hand, meet a friend. You know, I always say it ain't what you know. Go ahead and finish it.
It's who you know.
Wrong. It's who know you.
Oh, okay.
It don't matter who you.
Teach me something.
It don't matter who you think you know, because when they call me and say, "Hey, you know Qiana," and I say, "No, I don't know her," you done. Because you haven't fostered the relationship. Every time we talk, you try and do business. You ain't never just call and say, everything good. Okay, we talked through 10 seconds. You know, but I feel like it's coming along. But, you know, but I feel like people learning that the more people that know you and the more people that you actually know, it helps a whole lot. But a lot of people have come through these NIMA doors that do business together that didn't even know, you know, it might be a rock guy that only take pictures for rock artists, and now he doing stuff in the jazz genre or in the rap genre. You know what I'm saying? So it merges a lot of worlds. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the easiest thing to do because at first, you know, because networking is a skill. I don't care what nobody say. You can easily walk in a room and don't say nothing. Walk around and sit around. You in the corner looking hard. Man, you better get out here and talk. Because I always say, man, it's somebody in these rooms that can help you do something. Regardless of what you're trying to do, they can take you there. At least get you closer to it. Or they know somebody that can. And the person they know might know somebody that can. So, you know, fostering them relationships, you know, you just got to get people in the room and let them cook. You know what I'm saying?
So one of the things that I admire about you is that you did not let the COVID-19 pandemic derail your plans for NIMA.
Oh, my God.
How did you, I just want to know, as the visionary that you are, what was that like? Because from my understanding, let me go back and correct me if I'm wrong.
I got you.
You ended up doing the show, but it was an online show with am I right or wrong? Because I want to make sure I got all the details right.
It was tough too.
So how did you, was it a moment that you said, wait a minute, I don't even want to do this. What the, you know.
Every year I have that moment. But what happened was, I don't even think people realize this too. When it comes to that pandemic, I mean, we're going to be in somebody's book walking through the mall. You know what I'm saying? We haven't had anything like this since the Spanish flu. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, yeah. So it was literally against the law in America, in most states, to be in a room with a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? And then at that time, you think it's hard getting money right now. Getting sponsors in Nashville is tough because everybody doing something. Like you trying to get some money for your show. Everybody's calling. So people real funny with their money. Get sponsorships in Nashville is hard, y'all. Hey, it's hard. I'm telling you. But you think it's hard now. Everybody was clutching. Nobody was paying nothing because there wasn't no money to be made.
Yep, wasn't no money to be made. They didn't know. They had to hold on to those dollars.
So I'm just so used to doing this show. I was just like, okay, well, we just got to do it virtually. And I end up paying for it all out of my pocket. No sponsors. Nobody. I didn't get one dime from no ticket sales, no VIP tables, nothing. Had to just, you know, and it was tough. And then, of course, we had to go by the COVID rules.
Oh, yes.
And then my biggest issue with, and I've never said this publicly, I wasn't the only person having this problem because there was a lot of shows the numbers was down. I didn't think enough people watched it. I'm like, we put all this effort, spent all this money on this thing. We could have just got online, announced these winners and said, forget it. You know what I'm saying? But we done put a whole show together and spent all this money. And I just felt like, you got to understand, our website might get 50-something thousand hits in like under 30 days for an independent award show. That's a lot of hits. And I expected at least half of that to tune in because we put it live on YouTube up, you know, and I just don't feel like enough people watched it, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But again, we wasn't the only one dealing with this because the numbers on TV was just down across the board. Even though people sitting at home doing nothing, they was on their phones. But I just, you know, so it really bothered me. I was like, man, I spent all this money and then nobody really, the numbers wasn't what they should have been. And I was like, you know what, we're not doing this again. So that's when I shut it down. I was like, we're going to see. And the only reason it took me so long to come back is because you just don't know what's going to go on. This show costs way too much money to be trying to put it together and then the world stop again. You know what I'm saying? We just didn't know what was going to happen. You got to think, we're dealing with the same people that was telling us to wash our hands for 20 seconds and sing our favorite song. You know, they didn't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like.
But can you imagine to what you said? I had COVID. I got it that first round. I was hospitalized. And baby, when I tell you, nobody knew nothing. And when they come in there to ask you questions, when they got their gear on, they not coming in. You know, you have a regular hospital stay, they coming in and out. When they asking, okay, would you like to try this right here? They need an answer right then and there. When I say I thought I was dying, I was like, I didn't want my TV on in the hospital because everybody was dying.
Oh,
I didn't go on social media. And then, because I was only on oxygen therapy, I couldn't breathe.
So you wasn't on respirator, ventilator.
I went on a ventilator. I was only on
oxygen
oxygen.
therapy.
And so they needed the bed. They needed the bed.
They kicked you out?
Well, let me tell you what they were trying to do to me. They were trying to send your girl to a rehab center in Dixon. Because they was like, and then you remember people died in the nursing home rehab. So I was like, I just kept praying. I said, God, I can't die like this. Like, I just can't. So shout out to Renee Craig. I sent her some and said, I'm just down right now. If you could send me, I just saw her in the play, and I said, send me that song you sung in that play. Pray for me. And when she sent that to me, it's just like my spirits opened up. My mama and my sister and my husband, they was just like, okay, you gonna go down and then everybody was like, nah, wait a minute. They trying to do what? And my mama said, tell them to discharge you home. So keep in mind, I can discharge home.
You took the oxygen with you?
No, they didn't give me no oxygen. That's what I'm saying. This is the beginning. That's why I can't breathe to this day. Like, I got so many issues. Nobody knew, like you were saying, nobody knew what was going on. That was tough. So I say all this to say, I can only imagine being in your shoes. You thinking, I'm not going to spend all this money and don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
But can you imagine fighting for your life and not knowing what's going on?
Yeah.
I was washing my hands. I was doing this. Nobody around me got sick. I said, this has got to be.
You ever pinpoint where you got it from?
No. I had people coming into the boutique. I share, my suite opens up to the salon. I talk to the salon people on both sides. I'm in and out of different people's suites. I had everybody get tested. Even a co-worker at that time had came into, because I work full time too, came, and I had to call her and I said, I'm in the hospital. I said, you need to go get tested. And she was like, no, you're not. I said, ask our manager. I said, ask Lori. I said, till I gave you permission to ask her that, till I told you I'm in the hospital. And she said, I'm going to call you back.
What month was this?
This was I in, what month was that? That was,
was it early on?
That was the early on. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't remember. That's the on start.
Because that's back when you had COVID, you was an alien. They was treating you like you was
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what
Mars.
I'm saying. Everybody I called, even at the time I was getting my hair cut on Brick Church Pike. Shout out E. You don't know cut my hair no more. You don't cut hair. But anyway, that's a whole nother look. I digress. But I called him and he was like, man, get the out of here. You lie. I'm like, why would I lie? Like, everybody I called, they was just, and I'm talking on the phone like, you could tell something, like I'm trying to talk, and I was like, I'm short of breath trying to talk to him. And everybody was like, you lying. That's the first thing everybody kept saying. It's like, you lying.
You just think, you see the stuff on TV. It's just until you start meeting people, knowing people that it happened to early on, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that was so many
years ago. You had COVID, people like, oh my God, you had the plague.
Right. But
literally.
And then I was like, and then everybody said, go get, I'm like, yes, please do. Like, I want everybody to make sure everybody was safe, because if I'm dealing with this and it just hit me, like, I had worked, so I was at home working fine, went down my steps, and I just felt like I was like, wait a minute, I feel like I'm having a panic attack. And I hadn't had one of them since my nephew, I got the phone call that my nephew was in a motorcycle accident and got killed. So I was like, so I kept feeling like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And next thing I know, I was just like, oh my goodness, I can't breathe. Like, it just was like, it hit me just like it. And I get to the hospital, and of course, they did let's check your temperature. I didn't have a temp, but they knew it was shortness of breath. So, so they rushed me back, and they was like, we got to do a COVID test. And then, the way they stuck that thing up, I said, baby, in the beginning, I don't know.
Touching your brain almost.
When I say I thought I was dying then. And so I had to wait. And then I knew when they said, we're going to have to wait on the results, but your oxygen level is so low that we're going to have to admit you. They was like, we can't believe. I was in the 6, like I should really probably be in the 60-some%. You should be at least not in the 100. Like, you can't, your oxygen can't be that low.
Yeah,
like, when I say I was like,
you was almost out of here. God bless.
When I tell y'all, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
oh,
crazy.
wow. So looking ahead, what do you see as the biggest challenges facing the music industry, and how can your organization help address some of those
The
issues
biggest issues in the music industry as a whole,
as a whole? Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, is people not getting paid.
Mm.
If you really pay attention, it's something going on. That somebody way above everybody else's pay grade is going on. All the big execs at these big record labels are playing musical chairs. You might leave Sony and go to Universal, leave Universal and go to Warner. And it's like the same people keep getting hired. Like just yesterday, Kevin Lyles left 300. I was like, what is going on? Then when you throw in the fact that everybody is selling their catalogs. Now my thing is this.
I'm not supposed to keep your catalog. I don't,
Hey, that traditionally that's what it is. But if somebody tell you, you know what your catalog make, right? And if somebody tell you they finna give you a check for $300 million, most people are taking it. You know what I'm saying? But and you always think, keep the catalog. Don't sell out for the $300 million. It's not like you broke. You still can't go buy the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? It's not too much more your life can change if you already got money like that. But people are thinking, I can invest this money and make it quicker because I know what this catalog make. I see the numbers every quarter when they come in. I know what the catalog make. So for me to make $200-300 million, it's gonna take 40 years. Well, they'd be like, I'm 53. I ain't got 40 years. So the people are selling. But my issue is not with the people that's selling, because they just taking advantage of opportunity to come up on some bread. I'm trying to figure out is, what do the people that's buying these catalogs know that's coming down the pike that we don't know? Because if I got a catalog, I know what it make. So why would you even buy it? I can tell you're not going to make this money back because I'm telling you what it make. Here go the numbers right here. And they still like, oh, y'all get it here. Here's 150 million. You know what I'm saying? So what is coming down the pike that we don't know about, that they know about, But I think the biggest issue is I hate streaming. I like it long term, but if your catalog ain't making no money, you ain't making no money off of it. I miss the days of you having 100 CDs and coming home, with $500, whatever you sold them for. Them days have just left. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, music it's in a funny place.
It really is.
It's in a funny place, and they downsizing a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you really just need a bunch of people in IT and promotions. Do you even need all them other departments? Because all you doing is promoting the product and keeping it online. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I don't know. It's tough, but and then you got the whole AI aspect of it.
I was just going to say, now with AI, everything they want to be, it's like they're taking the jobs from everybody. I don't know. I mean, I'm all for evolving, but I don't know if I'm kind of right now with the AI.
I like, I'm not against all of it,
but we start taking jobs and stuff. I don't know.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Learn how to do something, people, that a computer can't do. Because it's getting crazy. It is getting crazy. Even when you go in McDonald's now. I ain't had McDonald's in 2 years, but I went there and used bathroom. Anyway, I stopped. In 2022 in December, I said I'm gonna eat my last chicken, my last fish fillet, and I ain't been to McDonald's in 2 years. But anyway, when you go in there, they don't even have people waiting on you no more. You tap the kiosk. Yep. So you talk about taking jobs. That's not even an AI situation. That's just evolution.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man, but. To answer your question, what was the question again? About what can we do?
So how do you, to make that money, so what do you tell the artists that come through? You see the people at these award galas. So how do you help them in a space where they can make money? What avenues do you try to turn them on to?
A lot. Because the biggest thing is nobody else is nominating a lot of these people. So I just told a guy today, some of the biggest platform you can have is being on some of these ballots, because some people promote themselves more so saying, come vote for me, more than they'll do the whole year. You know what I'm saying? If you're not doing constantly working, say you're doing the show today, you got a show tonight, your next show ain't for another month. Some people just, they might just fall off the map until it's time to start back promoting that show. But during these, not just my award show, but anybody who has a fan vote, during that voting process, them artists are online trying to get them votes up. You know what I'm saying? So, just trying to just providing a platform, to tell people, look, what you're doing is good. You might not have got paid for it yet, the way you should be getting paid for it yet. But, I know a good record when I hear one. You know what I'm saying? I know I know a superstar when they walk through the room. You know what I'm saying? When they walk in and things in the room change, you know what I'm saying? I just know them. I don't know
That's
how.
why you know me, because I'm a superstar.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you walk in.
And that's why I know you.
You know, so you just try to provide a platform where people can get some recognition. Because, a lot of people been doing this thing a long time and never gotten recognition from only just from their fans, you know what I'm saying?
And I have to ask you this.
Uh-oh.
What has been the most rewarding? We've talked about the challenges, but what has been the most rewarding moment of your journey as the founder?
I've watched people, I call them alumni now, because I've seen people get record deals that was just at our show performing or just winning our show, and you look up and they tagging you in post and they standing there with the president of Sony signing their deal. You know what I'm saying? That right there has been the coolest. And and then we don't have people. We had people who won The Voice. We had people who been on like shows. Just watching people grow and knowing where they came from. Even now, there's some people that performed like in 2019 that are so out of here. I'm not even gonna. I still know them,
right?
But they ain't coming to this show. So not that they don't got time. Their calendar is full. And, they take to go back on the whole COVID thing. But when that calendar got empty, people who get paid for shows, I mean, I found out people could do everything. People I thought could only play a guitar and play keys, they was laying carpet. Because it was the calendar went from hey, man, that's a $10,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? You look at the calendar, you can count the dates. You're like, man, look at them getting this for that. And then, so the people I'm talking about now, they don't even have time. I try to get them to come back to the show. Like, if I'm in town, I'll be there. But it's the biggest rewarding thing is just seeing people grow and knowing that I was a part of their journey. I watched it. I seen you doing little bitty clubs in Nashville for free, and now you are doing big stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is cool.
So with NIMA expanding nationally, what are your hopes for the future of the awards, and how do you envision the growth?
What I really want to happen is, and it is going to be super hard to do, we got to get boots on the ground in every major city in this country, which is hard to do. Like instead of us having just a rep that's over jazz in Nashville, we need a national director of jazz music. We need regional reps, you know what I'm saying, for every genre. So it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough to pull off. I just wanted to grow into a big, huge organization where like-minded individuals understand what's going on and everybody has the same goal, and that is for, the art. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I just want this thing to grow as big as it can grow and just see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But because it ain't even necessarily the money's part of it. Because you can't do nothing without no money.
Right.
You don't want to go broke putting on a show. You're the only one. Everybody walk out happy, take all their pictures. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, this is the greatest thing I've been to. Oh my God, thank you so much. You walk out of there $4,000 in the red. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You don't want that. But my biggest thing is I just want this thing to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and just see how far we can take it. I want to get more states involved. It's tough. It was tough doing it just for Nashville. Like this whole national thing has been it's been a monster. Because another problem is when you nominate people, like say somebody live in Oregon, they might not make the trip. If they're a big artist in their area, in their region in Oregon, and that's another thing too. I'm not saying we're going to leave Nashville, but Nashville ain't the cheapest place to go on vacation in. If you come here and try to get a room for 3 days, you out there. This ain't like you going to Vegas and you can catch some sales and be in a suite for $300 a night. No, this is not that.
You can go talk to them hotels and strike us some deals with this hotels. Be the host hotel. You got to get some host hotels.
Man, the deal is, we give you a certain percentage off.
Look, that's what I was just going to say. They not doing much right.
Nashville is not a cheap city to come and hang out in. You know what I'm saying?
Because we've become the it city.
Yeah, we've become cool.
Yep.
So
the bachelor, what they call us, the bachelorette city now.
Bachelorette party.
The party.
Capital of North America. So, if this show was in any other city, it might be easier to pull off in terms of getting people, even regional people. If you're coming from Atlanta, I mean, unless you finna stay way out. If you try to stay downtown, you gotta have a budget. And then a lot of times it's not just you with other people, you know what I'm saying? So, I just want to grow this thing as big as we can grow it and just see how it goes. I'm not crazy. I'm not gonna go broke doing it.
Right.
But we're gonna see how it goes. I just want to grow this thing and let it just spread out, and hopefully from coast to coast, we got stuff going on under the NIMA umbrella.
Because NIMA Awards is coming up next Sunday, September the 29th. Woo! Can you share any details about any special guests that's going to hit the stage, performances? What can the attendees expect?
If you come into the NIMAs, it is September 29th at the AC Hotel Marriott downtown Nashville. That is September 29th. Doors open at 3 o'clock. That's when the red carpet starts. 5 o'clock is when the show is going to start. We got performances from 6-1 Tribe, which is a rap collective out of Nashville. Big up to them. There's a country guy named, he gonna kill me. A country artist, I call him a guy. A country artist named Jimmy Charles. He from Maryland.
Maryland's gonna be in the building.
And, we just gotta, it's a diverse show too. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that it's just an all rock show or all this show, all rap show, whatever. So, it's a lot of different people. There's a chick from Memphis named KT that sings really, really good. She'll be performing. It's going to be a lot of people, a lot of stuff going on. If you want to come to a red carpet event that don't cost $200 to get in, when you can dress up, especially if you do music. Let me tell you the biggest issue I got with this show is it has to be looked at as a networking event and not they didn't nominate me, so I ain't going. It cannot be that. I just said we came a long way with networking.
Right.
If you want to go into a room where you can meet anybody, you might meet an entertainment lawyer, you might meet a guy that do videos, you might meet the best singer in the world, you might meet a songwriter that wrote the greatest record. You can meet whatever you're looking for if in your world of music and entertainment, you can find it in this room.
I need to be in the room.
Definitely need to be in there.
Because I got a hosting gig. I'm hosting a fashion show that day. Y'all are at the same time. And I'm like, I need to slide through. I couldn't even be a vendor this year at your event.
Yeah.
And I will say there will still having vendors, right? There will be vendors. So make sure you support the vendors that are there with their wares.
We're still accepting vendors too.
And they're still accepting vendors. And let me ask you this. Can people watch this online? Can you pay to watch it online?
Working on it.
Okay, working on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would love for it to be at this point. We've been doing this show since 2007. It ought to be on TV by now, to be honest with you. But we're working on getting it streamed live because the guy who's doing the sound, he definitely is like, hey, we need to stream it. I'm like, hey, well, let me know how we can do it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody come to you with these ideas, but they want you to have a budget for their idea. I'm like, bro, come on. But hopefully we can get it done, but it's just going to be a real good night. Again, you want to come to a red carpet event where you can the movers and the shakers of our city going to be there. People from out of town coming. I mean, it's not just us anymore. We have upgraded the show. It's the National Industry of Music Awards, and it's going to be a good time. It's not just for people who was nominated. It's for like-minded individuals who want to get in the room and meet with people who are doing the same things that they're doing so we can connect these dots. That's basically what it's about. We just happen to give out some awards while we're there. But take the whole show out of it. Just the point that there's a networking event like this in your city that you can go to for this cheap. Usually when it's something like this, they make you buy it. You got to buy wristbands, 3 days. It might be $200, it might be 3 days, whatever. No, it's not even that. So just you can just go to our website, www.nimanation.com. That's NIMA Nation. And get your tickets there. It's going to be a very good time. And I look forward to, I always meet people I never even seen before in my life. .com,
okay.
I'm sorry.
So NIMANation.com. Get your tickets now. Please get your tickets. NIMANation.com. Next Sunday, September the 29th. Be in the place. It's a great networking opportunity.
For sure.
Yes. Corey, it has been great having you on the show.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. For those wanting to follow your journey as well as NIMA's activities, tell the people how they can keep up with you.
In terms of the NIMAs, you can go to @NIMA Awards. That's on TikTok. @NIMA Awards on. We new to TikTok, FYI. Okay. We're not dinosaurs. I didn't want to do it. I'm telling you, I was an anti-TikToker, but hey, man. TikTok is it's a lot of people on TikTok, so But on Instagram at NIMA Awards, that's the best way to find us. If you're looking for us on Facebook, I think it is. Oh man,
who's in Nashville?
Anybody still on Facebook? NIMA Nashville.
I was gonna say NIMA Nashville.
No.
Are you talking about?
On Facebook, it is at National Industry of Music
you changed. Okay,
yeah,
but it is a NIMA Nashville page. Right?
It is, but it's so old. I don't even use
it's so old. Don't use that one.
Go
say it again because I missed you.
National Industry of Music Awards on Facebook.
Okay, y'all got it.
At NIMA Awards everywhere else.
All right.
And if you're looking for me, I'm at The Real Cormat, Cormat on all socials.
They gonna be looking for you.
Just
single?
Like that.
Look, I'm trying.
Look.
I got messy at the end.
People always want to pull that stuff out.
I was just gonna ask because you said where you. I'm just gonna say for the people that's gonna be watching. Okay, I'm gonna get out your business because we don't do that over here. I just like to throw a little something in there.
Slide the mess in. I got you.
I just had to
go
there. Because people might be like, who is that on this podcast in them sunglasses?
At The Real Cormat.
Okay. I'm going to mind my business.
Matter of fact, no. Hit me up on for real, on all socials at The Real Cormat. Or if you're looking for me on Facebook, which you won't be because you're not. Corey Cormat on Facebook, but don't hit me up there. If you want to hit me up anywhere, go to www.nimanation.com. Get your tickets now.
Yep.
It's the National Industry of Music Awards brought to you by yours truly, Cormat, straight out of Nashville, Tennessee. Please believe.
Woo, I like that. Real talk. Being a visionary means not just seeing what is, but imagining what could be. It's about daring to dream big and having the determination to turn those dreams into reality. Just like Corey and the incredible journey of NIMA, you have the power to launch something great. So embrace your vision, take action, and don't be afraid to disrupt the status quo. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Dream Chaser series. Keep dreaming, keep chasing, and remember, the world needs your unique vision. Until next time. Hey ladies, ready to elevate your style game? From timeless classics to the hottest trends, we've got something for everyone. Visit theclosetexperience.com and save 10% today with code PODCAST. That's PODCAST. Theclosetexperience.com. What's in your closet? Theclosetexperience.com. What's in your closet? Be sure to use code PODCAST, PODCAST, and save that 10%. Theclosetexperience.com. What's in your closet?